Welcome to Adventures with Richard Fox. This is a side trip off of Route 66, and we're going to go down to the Petrified Forest and go through the Petrified Forest and then hook back up with Route 66. Look at this. Look at all the petrified wood. This is at a gift shop. I don't know if that's all for sale. Wow. I guess it is. This is a Petrified Wood Company. Amazing. Oh look, they have a dinosaur too. Some dinosaurs from the Petrified Wood time. This says Crystal Forest Museum. This is on the way to the National Park. Petrified Forest National Park. Petrified Forest National Park, United States Department of the Interior. Collecting park resources is prohibited. That means don't take the petrified wood. Looks like this is where we're going to have to pay. But I have my National Park senior card. So it gets me in. Yeah, I should have recorded the conversation, I guess, but he was fun to talk to, and I told him it was the best $10 I ever spent buying that National Park pass. It was only $10 when I bought it. Now they're $80, but still, it's a heck of a deal. It costs about $20 to go into each park. You go into 4 parks and you pay for your $80. It's great. Well, you're gonna be a senior to get it, but I think it's like age 65 or 55. I don't know. I've had it a long time. Here's where the visitor center is. So we'll take a stop here. Here we go into the visitor center. Petrified Forest Museum. Cool. Polished section, petrified wood. Wow. 3 days to cut it. Wow. Polishing time 3 weeks. It's in the 90s. It's a little warm. I don't think I'll be taking a long walk. So I'm just showing you some of the petrified wood right here outside the back of the museum. Pretty cool. Unbelievable that this was a forest years ago and now it's just desert.
Years ago, hardwood trees were buried in sediment along the ancient river system that used to flow through this land. Instead of decomposing, the forest wood absorbed the minerals from the silica-laden water, and over millions of years, quartz crystallized within the wood's cellular structure. Impurities in the quartz, such as iron, carbon, and manganese, created the rainbow of colors we see today.
They are
millions of visitors like you have left park resources in place for everyone to enjoy today. Petrified Forest is comparing present-day images of the park's most important sites with historic photographs from the same vantage point. The comparisons show that the vast majority of petrified wood is right where it was 80 to 120 years ago. Help honor the legacy of Petrified Forest National Park. I'm Muir who said, nature is ever at work, building on down, creating and destroying, keeping everything blooming and flowing, allowing no rest, but in rhythmical motion, chasing everything in endless song, out of one beautiful form into another. Time after time, layer after layer, beautiful rainbow-colored fossils from the late Triassic are discovered here, exposed and accessible for everyone to experience. Petrified Forest National Park holds one of the largest concentrations of petrified wood in the world. From times long past to the here and now, Petrified Forest is more spectacular than ever.
You just go out there and there is nothing around. No sounds, maybe the wind. You're just walking around in just these beautiful sculpted badlands. So the ground cover would have been ferns, cycads, tree ferns, plus some plant types that are extinct today. Everything from freshwater mussels to fish, amphibians, reptiles, all the way up to early dinosaurs. When you find a bone, this is actually the remains of an organism that once lived and had a life of its own. And
The continents were joined together, forming the supercontinent of Pangaea. The site of Petrified Forest National Park would have been located near the equator, about where Costa Rica is today. The climate and landscape of the region would have been much like Costa Rica. Over time, shifting tectonic plates split Pangaea apart as the new continents drifted to their current location. Uplift, erosion, changes in climate, and volcanic activity gradually resulted in tremendous change. Today, Petrified Forest National Park is part of a huge expanse known as the Colorado Plateau. Park roads and trails provide vast vistas and wondrous walks along the colorful Badland Hills, flat-topped mesas, and sculpted buttes that make up the Painted Desert.
Right at this crossroads of these major corridors where people have really been moving back and forth across northern Arizona for over 10,000 years. One of the missions at Petrified Forest National Park is to preserve the cultural history. Petrified Forest is the only national park that preserves a piece of Route 66 passing through it. The Painted Desert Inn was built in the mid-20s. People were able to get off Route 66 and stop somewhere, get a bite to eat, spend the night in a hotel.
In the 1930s, the Civilian Conservation Corps began constructing several projects, including the renovation of the Painted Desert Inn and the development of the Rainbow Forest Complex at the southern end of the park. The Painted Desert Inn, now a museum and National Historic Landmark, features a series of large murals painted by celebrated Hopi Indian artist and educator, Fred Cavoni.
These murals depict his visual stories of different aspects of life in the Southwest. One of the murals at the Painted Desert Bend is the Hopi-Tizini Salt Lake mural, depicting a story of moving between the Hopi villages across the Southwest, hundreds of miles to Tizini Salt Lake, and coming back home again. Today, people come down Interstate 40, but Interstate 40 is following much older route. Follows Route 66. Route 66 follows the Old Trails Highway. But all of these kind of historic routes are following much older routes. We have evidence of human occupation going back at least 13,000 years.
In order to survive, people used petrified wood for thousands of years to make stone tools, including arrowheads, spear points, and scrapers. At Newspaper Rock, petroglyphs were left behind by generations of ancestral Cabroan people who lived, farmed, and hunted here. Present-day American Indian-descended communities have profound connections to this land and provide insight for visitors seeking to understand what is represented in the petroglyphs.
We have a lot of interest in rock art here in the park. It's a way that people can see something that a person directly in the past created.
Part of the drive through the Petrified Forest. Not much petrified wood right here, but it just gives you a nice view of what it's like, and that's the whole idea. Getting into where you can see some of the petrified wood along the side of the road. It's just unbelievable. This used to be forest. I think I already said that. Here we are. So we're in the Petrified Forest National Park, but the national park's inside the Painted Desert. So parts of this are the Painted Desert. It's just awesome. And the land formations and stuff. Look at that, it looks like a gigantic petrified log on top. Right there, maybe it is. Wow. I was chatting with Tom and Alice, there they are right there. And they're from Claremont, California. And they're running Route 66. She said she thought she saw me already because of my Shackley shirt. And they may be making it to Gallup tonight, and I may be making it to Gallup tonight. We'll go in the same direction on the same Route 66. Some more of the desert. Oh man. I think that's the same wash I've gone over a couple times. They call it dry wash. Good name for it since there's no water in it. At least there's not today. The desert's so vast and so cool, so beautiful. Wow. I just enjoy driving through it. But not taking hikes through it in 95-degree weather. Probably should come to enjoy the desert when it's cooler. awesome, huh? Look at the different colors and stuff. The reds, the greens, and the grays, browns. Here's the Painted Desert Visitor Center. It used to be the Painted Desert Inn. And you can see, overlooks the Painted Desert. So awesome. Let's see. I'll go right up here and get a view of the Painted Desert. Look at that. The way the sun's shining on it way out there. That's cool. All right. Well, this concludes our adventure today, our side adventure through the Petrified Forest. Like I say, hey, if you liked it, like it. If you loved it, then subscribe. And if you super loved it, have others like it and subscribe. Thank you very much. Have an awesome day. God bless.